Companies that are local here looking at this kind of scale at the end. We'll move on to Sunil now, and it's a very interesting company that Sunil leads. I met Sunil, a couple of years ago, and we have our friends in Berlin Space Technologies, where Sunil has partnered with, and today they have a joint venture here in India, which I'm sure Sunil is going to talk about. But for me, this is a very interesting play because there are several mass manufacturing satellite factories that are coming up around the world. You look at one in Argentina with Satellogic. You have several of them in the US with one from Thales. You have one from Airbus. You have so many of them coming up in the US. You have a few of them coming up in China. You have one in Japan. You have one in South Africa. But nothing as such in the Indian region that is as matured as what is going on in the US, right? So I see that Sunil has led this effort of creating a satellite factory in India that can mass produce up to 250 satellites a year, and that's a very, very bold step to kind of take, where you're going to say that we're going to mass manufacture, we're going to be the hub of producing these and then developing applications on top of it, right? So congratulations on putting together this effort together. So with this, you've set a very ambitious vision overall, right? So, what are you looking to achieve with this sort of a vision in the short term, and then in the medium term and in the long term?
Okay. First of all, thanks for having me here and giving me an opportunity to speak to the audience. First of all, this journey of building a satellite manufacturing facility, that to a mass manufacturing facility, has been an incredible one, because there is no parallel to learn from, right? And there is no talent available to actually tell you that this is how it is done. So it's been a wonderful learning experience, and it's been a very difficult one as well. So right now, I'll tell you what we've done till now. We have about a 35,000 square feet facility in Ahmedabad, where it is under a single roof, where we have the entire subsystem production, testing and qualification of the satellite under a single roof. Okay. So planning this entire facility and coming up with all the technologies for vertically integrating to ensure quality and consistency has been a very challenging task. Now, if you ask me about the short-term goal is to only, to prove the capability of this factory. That is it. So we are currently building the first batch of satellites, being a satellite factory, coming up with the first 4 satellites. These are, again, the payload, including the payload, everything is manufactured in-house, except for, let's say, a couple of subsystems, which we procure from partners. So we want to demonstrate our capability to actually reproduce consistently and reliably. Right. So, and the first satellite will be launched next year, and thereafter, in the medium term, I would say, the thought is to build a few other payloads by utilizing our research and development capabilities at Azista. So again, when I say newer payloads, these are some of these. Right now, the first mission has the medium resolution satellites. Subsequently, we are going to have a submeter imaging payload also, which is interestingly again going to be built by Azista, and this is an incredibly difficult one that we are attempting, basically to fly a submeter imaging payload on a 100 kg platform. Okay, and again, that is developed in-house at Azista Composites, our composites entity. Okay. So basically, what we are trying to do is, leverage our research capabilities to actually innovate and develop products, add to the platform that BST has provided us with. That is only the beginning; it is not the end of it. Okay, what we have access to is a wonderful platform which has a heritage of being flown on more than 50 to 60 missions till date, and so there is a lot of reliability that comes in already. But now we are taking that as the ground zero and then building on top of it. Right, the 100 kg platform and then the bigger 300 kg platform. So, and also to go with these platforms, the payloads that go along with them. So ultimately, we want to be a pure hard. Let's say for now, the thought is that we be the solution provider. Somebody wants to operate satellites or for certain applications. They don't have to go through this pain of understanding this industry, and typically, the users from other sectors, they don't really understand how difficult the space industry is. And having gone through this, I think it would be a good value proposition to provide a complete solution to various end users across sectors, right, with different payloads. So the goal here is to actually provide complete solutions, in the medium and in the long term, actually reach that potential. We are a very long way away from, reaching the 250 satellites per year production capacity. I'm sure we are going to face a lot of hurdles on the way, but ultimately the goal is to we don't intend to operate these large constellations ourselves. We see ourselves, supporting some of these operators who have these ambitions to play in the broadband or the narrowband domain. So that is probably going to be the long-term goal.
Yeah, thank you and good luck with the first